stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed.
Welcome, race fans, to Gateway Speedway for the International Asphalt Association's Xfinity Series, back after a week off for the 4th of July. We're going to be running a second race here at Gateway. After a few weeks ago, something was wrong with the setups that they were running, causing unfair advantage to certain manufacturers. So they're going to be running again here tonight, doing another 80 laps. Good to have them back after the long off week. Just waiting for a few more cars to grid. Couple of top qualifiers. Alright, looks like everybody's gridded up. Which means it's time to take you through the field. Starting off on the pole is going to be Bernard Persson with Wesley Crump on his outside. Row 2 is going to be Jeremy Gardner and Darren Bruce. Row 3 will be Clay Kirchbauer and Richard Swavely on his outside. Row 4 will be Brian Heim with Dean Doucette. Row 5 is James Rotruck with Joe Gregory. Row 6 will be Jason Spear with Randy Brashears on his outside. Row 7 will be Chris Spencer with George Fehrenbacher. Row 8 will be Fred Lester with Colin Bester on his right. Row 9 will be Alan Duggar with Blaine Driggers. Row 10, Dustin Coggin and Zach Holloway. Row 11 will be William Mann Jr. with Brian Beach on his right. Row 12 will be Sean Freeman and Hunter Youngblood. Row 13 will be Row 13 will be Kyle Hardy with Jeff Gilmore. Row 14 will be Kevin Roy and Josh Stott. And bringing up the rear of the field will be Jimmy Emos and Jacob Folds. So it's going to be the entire running order as the pace cars just pulled off of the racing surface, and we're about to get the green flag. And green flag is out here at Gateway. IAA Xfinity Series is back at it again. And we've got a car around, looks like Spencer. Oh, we've got a lot of trouble up all over the place. Big pile up on the backstretch. That is going to bring out a caution immediately. All kinds of trouble right out the gate. Let's see if we can find all of the action that happened here. Let's start off here. But Crump on the high side, loose into the wall. 4 stacks up. Swavely, Doucette, all Brashears getting in there. Big cluster mess there. A little further back, I saw Christopher Spencer. Alright, in that white 11 car. Ooh, goes across the nose of the '07 and up back onto the track into Bester. It's like Duggar gets a piece of that. So it's going to bring out caution number 1 right on the backstretch of the track on lap number 1, unfortunately. Very early caution here tonight. Cars with damage already. Swavely, heavy damage on that car. I saw Doucette with some heavy damage, yep. His car's beat up. Set that 4. Darren Bruce, he's missing the whole nose of his car. Let's see, Crump. Oh, yeah, a lot of heavy damage on the right side of his car. Tough luck after starting off right up front. Not a good start to this race tonight. Brian Beecher, a new entry this week. That 18 Napa car. Bernard Person up front leading this race. Crump's still on pit road. I think he may be just trying to get that damage fixed and accepting going laps down at this point. The only positive side of getting into your IndyCar damage early is you got plenty of race left to get it back on the lead lap. Some damage on the right side of Crump's car. They've straightened it out a decent amount. Let's take a look at Swavely. Looks like he actually got a fast repair because his car was pretty hurt just a minute ago. Now it's looking like a new machine. That 32 Coors car. The Shears right there with some heavy damage. Heavy front end damage. So the lights are still on the pace car. We'll see if we can get the one to go this time by. And there it is. Gonna stack them back up behind the pace car with Bernard Person on the inside, Gardner on the outside with row 1. Pace car is off. Person's going to lead it down to the Geico restart zone, and the green flag is out. Across the line, Person with a great restart. Gardner, great as well. Single file for the first 2 lines, now that 13 and 46. It's Fehrenbacher and Kirschenbauer side by side. Bester and Helm was side by side back there. Red Lester a little loose. Down the track he goes. Back up in the line. In front of Duggar. Duggar's going to send it down into 3 deep. Looks like Youngblood's got a good bit of damage in front of him in that 53 car. And Youngblood's going to send it way down in the corner. Oh, Duggar goes around. He's going to bring out another caution. Look, heading down into turn 1. Looks like Holloway just gets up into him. Bumps up. Oh, and Swavely gets into it again. Oh, bad news for Swavely. Duggar with some left side damage. See, looks like even Man Jr. right there has some damage. pace car is off. And the green flag is back out. Person's going to bring him down in the turn one. Gardner following him up out of the corner. Down the backstretch, side by side, is Kirschenbauer and Fehrenbacher. Now head down into turn three. And looks like almost contact between those two. Looks like they're just 3 wide for a second. Brashears, Freeman, and Holloway. And we've got some more action going on right here. Let's see what just transpired. A little bit of contact with the 78, 57. No caution though. Down the front stretch. Spencer down a little wiggle off of turn 2. That looks like the Fehrenbacher maybe trying to make a move past Kirschenbauer. Not quite to the point. Back down the backstretch. Looks like we've got 3 wide back there. Again with Freeman. Freeman, Doucette, and I think that was Coggin. Maybe Brashears. Sorted out single file now. Brashears. Like he's side by side with Hunter Youngblood. They can move up. Youngblood surges ahead but backs off. Almost contact. Gives Brashears some space. Another person still out front holding this one down. Looks like a lot of these drivers are having a bit of trouble with getting free off the corner. Recovering, not wrecking, which is great. But it does seem like they're fighting the car just a bit. Hustling down the back stretch and into 3 now. Main Jr. on the back of bumper of Bester. He was heading into that corner. Now Bester pulling away as they go down the backstretch. Crump, 1 lap down. Trying to make a move, make his way back up. Looks like Crump and Swavely are, just Emo, Swavely, and Crump are the lap down cars, each being 1 lap down right now in that order. Back down the backstretch with a 07 next to that 8 car. Start getting loose off the corner and getting to the inside wall. Doesn't stop it on track, so keep it green. I believe Kyle Hardy has a mismatched paint scheme. It's showing the 8, but he is the 99. That is where my confusion is going on. Alright. Front Gardner has taken the lead. Let's watch the pass happen here. Heading down into turn 3. Gardner sends it in front. Person heads down to the low line, not going to be able to cross him over, and Gardner is the new leader. No surprise to see Jeremy Gardner up front leading this one. We got tight quarters right here. Wayne Driggers. Behind them is Brashears and Doucette. Doucette and Driggers side by side heading down to the turn 3. Doucette beats him off in the corner. Youngblood making his way by Emos in that 98. Oh, and Holloway gets Kevin Roy. It's like Holloway just hard left. I don't know. That's kind of weird. We're gonna have to go on board with Holloway and see what happened. Alright, on board with Holloway. Oh, he just got too close to the wall. He reacted a bit. That was it. So that's going to bring out caution number 3. So we're now back to live, and we see first round of pit stops going on here. Current leader Gardner taking 4 tires, and he's off, and he does beat Person off of the pit road. Is Person going to get second? Just barely. Over Kirschenbauer. Looks like we pretty much kept the same running order. Sean Freeman now coming to pit road. He did not pit with them the first time around. Kevin Roy bringing it in now after being in that incident right there. Heavy damage on his right side by the looks of it. See if we can get a little closer look. Yeah, looks like the right rear, that's got some damage on it. Unfortunate for Kevin Roy. He's usually a hang around and be patient and wait towards the end, and unfortunately byproduct of that sometimes is being in the wrong place when somebody else is having a hard time. So hopefully Kevin will get that thing fixed up and be able to get back up towards the front. See the lights off on the pace car now. There's going to be Gardner, Kirschenbauer, Person, Road Truck, and Fehrenbacher, the top 5. These guys actually have the choose rule, so that put Kirschenbauer on the front line. Person wanted the inside line behind Gardner. So we're going to bring him back to the restart zone. And the green flag is off, and so is Gardner. Down in the turn 1, Fehrenbacher has Person cleared on the higher side. That restart not working great for Person, trying on the low side. Got a little bit of contact in the wall back there. Gardner easily starting to pull away a bit from the rest of the field. Doucette getting by that 88 car of Road Truck. Now Driggers and Beach back there side by side. Beach getting the advantage, and he is going to have him cleared. Side by side here is Bester and Mann Jr. And Chris Spencer sends it way down low. Mann Jr. and Fred Lester side by side now. Lester and Bester. Shears looks like he's kind of hung up behind these two cars right here. Crump still trying to make his way up through. Crump is on the lead lap though. Driggers and Bester We're side by side going to the corner. Driggers has the advantage coming out of 2. Back-to-back stretch. Now, like Brian Beach got a little bit of excitement going on trying to get by that 88, and he does. Sends it by Road Truck. It looks like Driggers is going to try and get under Road Truck as well. Gets the nose there, but Road Truck's going to close the door. Doesn't look on the high side. Right on his back bumper. He's going to send it down into 1, and he's got him just about cleared, and there he does. Bester's going to try and follow Driggers through. Not going to be able to do it. And Road Truck throttles up early out of 2. Bester was going to try and make a move, but ends up getting blocked by Road Truck when Road Truck trying to make his own move on Driggers. Down into 3 now. Got a stack of cars piled up here. And oh, a little bit of contact in the wall. Driggers gets the advantage over Road Truck. Now side by side is Bester and Lester, and we've got another caution. Let's take a look. Randy Brashears. He just gets loose off the corner across the nose of that 19. And spins it around. A lot of damage on that 23 car. Shears. Heavy damage all over that machine. I don't believe he's taken a fast repair yet. Let's see what he does here. Gardner is going to be currently holding down the first position. Christian Bauer in second. Bernard Persons in third. Kyle Hardy in fourth. And George Fehrenbacher in fifth. Got a few takers on pit road. Brian Beach leading him down. Looks like just a splash of fuel for him. Pace car is off. Gardner's going to lead him back to the green flag. And there it is. Green flag is out. Gardner with a great restart again. Person and Kirschenbauer side by side heading down into turn one. Ooh, Hardy slides up just a bit into Fehrenbacher. They come flying down the backstretch now. Back down the front stretch. Gardner has got a great lead going for himself. Person and Kirschenbauer side by side right now into turn one. These two starting to put in a bit of a fight as we're just past the halfway point in this race. So Spencer making a drastic move, getting out of line a little further back. Kirschenbauer's got the advantage as they're in the middle of 3 and 4. Now coming off of 4 down the straight. Kirschenbauer, the advantage, he's got him cleared. Is he going to be able to close the door? He doesn't. He's going to keep the high line. Person's going to head down on the low side. He's got the room to close the door, but he's not there. He does. There we go. And we've got Road Truck way down low. Not sure what happened there, but stay green. And contact. Fehrenbacher to the back of Hardy. And it works out for no one as cars starting to scatter. Fehrenbacher going back quickly. Lost a few spots out of that one. Scatter the cars out just a bit. Now Freeman in the wall back there. Everybody moving aggressively out around him to make sure in case he does get out of control, they don't get wound up in it. That Youngblood dipping way out of line. Maybe a little loose off of the corner. Sending it down into 1 now. It's like Bester's trying to make a move on Gilmore on the high side. Gilmore's not going to let it go easy. Bester's still working high into 3. Looking like the high side may be the preferred line around this track. As Bester is making time on him. Slowly but surely getting further ahead. And now he's got him just about cleared. But that 57's getting on the throttle. Oh, he's going to send Bester around. And the 13. And oh, Brian Beach in the 18. Got a lot of hard contact down there. Take a look here. Gilmore throttles up. Pushes his nose straight up into Bester. Bester got a little bit of rear end hop. Sends it around. Just a stack up right there. That 13. Beach. Spencer. And, ooh, that 13 goes hard into the wall. So that is going to bring out caution number 5 here tonight at Gateway. See the lights off on the pit. Pull on to pit road. Person and Doucette, front row. Person takes off hard. And a green flag is back out. Person with a great lead into one. And we've got another caution. Nope. Guess the ticker was just, Alright, sorry about the error. Got action back here with Youngblood and Bruce side by side with Gardner right there behind him. And we got Spear in the 83. It is Jason Spear. Gonna be watching Gardner to try and get back up to the front. Losing a good handful of spots after pitting under that last yellow. Three wide, heading down into 3. It's gonna work out for them. Youngblood sits back a bit. Spear and Gardner surge forward. Gardner continues to make his way up front while Person continues to hold down the lead. Just over a half a second lead over Doucette. Looking at some of these drivers' last pit stop laps, it's like the top 3 have been out since lap 27 until now, and Gardner is up in the top 3 already, wasting no time. Gardner on the hunt, trying to get back up into first position, currently in 3rd, and closing that gap quickly. Driggers is side by side with the Kirschenbauer. Spears and Crump right behind him. Kirschenbauer gets it. Ooh, Driggers sends it down low. Spear was just about to put his nose in there. Backed off. Crump and Spear still side by side down into 1. Crump's going to surge forward just a bit, and we've got another caution. Take a look. Oh, Youngblood and Spencer getting together right there. Double contact, 26. Youngblood goes with Spencer. And it looks like Kevin Roy even got a little piece of that. Oh, and Holloway plows through there, full speed. Maybe not so much full speed. Let's go on board with there. It's like he kind of just can't even see anything. Checks up. Oh. Yeah, kind of just had nowhere to go. On board tells a different story. You can see he just didn't really have anywhere to go. So it's going to bring out 6th caution tonight with 24 laps to go. And we will be having another round of green flag pit stops. So Gardner's gonna immediately go right up into first place because he pitted on the last caution. Person is pitting right now. We've got the lights off on the pace car, heading down the back stretch. We're going to get the green flag with just 20 laps to go here at Gateway tonight for the IAA Xfinity Series. Here we go. Pace car is pulling off of the track. And the green flag is out. Gardner's going to send him down into turn one with a big head of steam as, oh, Freeman up front, up in third place. And we've got cars going around. That's going to bring out another caution. See if we can find where this one started. I believe it was back here would start. Just a little further back. There you go. At 96. Joshua Stott. Oh, Jiggers gets up into him, sends him into the wall. Stack up. just a big stack up from there. Actually, not too big, but that's so Stott and the 07 of Fred Lester end up in that one. Bringing out another caution tonight. I believe that was caution number 6. Excuse me, 7th. 7th caution tonight. So inside of 20 to go. Right now we're on 18 to go. Of course, we'll have a handful of pace laps to run here. Caution laps. Pace car is off the racing surface. Gardner going to bring him into the restart zone once again. And he is off. Bernbacher, Kirschenbauer on the outside. Not such a great restart. Kind of checked up the outside line a bit. Main Junior's going to be able to surge ahead. Not quite got Kirschenbauer clear. Oh, and 07 goes around. Like Fred Lester. Ooh, went around pretty quick. I wonder if he had some help with that. We're going to find a different angle here. Kinda looks like Bester helped him around. Yeah, you can see his back end get scrunched up. On board with Bester. Yeah, it just looks like a racing incident. Like he was gonna have enough rum and just didn't work out. There's gonna be caution number 8 tonight. Got just 13 laps to go here at Gateway. Gardner's going to lead him back to the line with Kirschenbauer on his outside. And green flag is out. Gardner going to bring him back down in the turn one. Kirschenbauer and Mann Jr. side by side down into the one. With just 10 laps to go here. Mann Jr. falling back. Now Crump has made his way back up into the top 5. With just 10 laps to go, is Crump going to be able to get up to the front, all the way up there in the front, as a chance to win this thing? Oh, and Mann Jr. in person, possible look on. Oh, Beach goes around. Ooh, we got a big wreck in the back, and Beach all the way over on his roof. Wow, we're gonna have to send that one back just a bit. Go back further than that. Let's take a look. We gotta get our. When we look at the left side of the screen now, I believe it's Mann Jr. and Person make contact, and that's what starts it off. Person gets sent to the outside. Actually, looks like Doucette slides up into Beach on his own. Beach goes up into the wall, gets collected by Spear and Driggers. There's nowhere to go. Things happening so quickly. And multiple cars just shooting across the grass. Kevin Roy just barely gets around it. That 07 of Leicester ends up getting him. Stott straight into him. Holloway straight into him. See this one at full speed. So that is going to bring out the 9th caution with just inside of 10 laps to go. Currently, Gardner is your leader with Kirschenbauer in second, Fehrenbacher third. Crump has made his way back up to 4th after that lap 1 wreck and going a lap down. Bernard Person is in the top 5, and Mann Jr. is in 6th, Row Truck 7th, Brashears 8th, Doucette is in 9th, and Freeman sitting right inside the top 10. Look at this one. Could end up coming down to a green-white checker. We're going to have... I don't believe this will be the equivalent of green-white checkered, but we should have, I guess, about 4 to go. If we get into the caution after that, it will be a green-white checkered. Hopefully we get a few green flag laps in at the end of this race here. go. Gotta set the stage for hopefully just one more time. Once again, gonna bring him into the Geico restart zone. And the green flag is out. Crump a little loose off the corner, recovers it. Big block from Road Truck a little further back. Road Truck trying to block Hardy, but it's not going to stop him. And oh, Brashears goes straight into the outside wall, and we got big trouble. Looks like the incident's already in progress here. Ooh, Brashears just gets loose, overcorrects it. Oh, hard contact from Road Truck. Just another parking lot on the front stretch. Unfortunately, that is going to bring down another caution. See what happened to Drigger. Seemed like maybe just checking up. So he kind of just loses on his own coming out of 4. Get that 4-car barrel rolling down the front stretch. So we got another parking lot here, as this is going to bring out the 10th caution, causing green, white, checkered number 1. See Brashears right there with no nose on that car. And as he goes by Holloway with almost no nose. He's got a little more, but Shear's gonna head back out on track. I believe it looks like a brand new car. He must he's had a lot of incident tonight in a severely beat up car, but I don't think he ever took that fast repair, because it looks like he just took it right now. So wise move, saving that fast repair in the back pocket till the very end of this thing when he really needed it. Alright, folks. Lights are off. That car's just about to leave the racing surface, and we're going to try it again with our first green-white checkered attempt. Gardner, Fehrenbacher, Kirschenbauer, and Crump. First two rows. Green flag is out and Gardner is off. Outside row gets a good restart with Fehrenbacher and Crump. Crump pushing Fehrenbacher. Down into one they go. Almost three wide. Coming up out of two now. Got a bit of Dyson action going on right here. Kirschenbauer and Fehrenbacher side by side down into turn three. Crump is right there. He's trying to make something happen. He's going to close the door in front of Person for fourth place. And there's the white flag. Next one is going to end this race. Into one. Side by side still. Kirschenbauer and Fehrenbacher. Like Doucette and Person are side by side back there. And oh, we got a car around. There goes Hardy down into the grass. Crump going to make a move right here into turn three for the final lap. Sends it in deep. Sides up the track, has to back off a bit. Who's it going to be for second place? Gardner's going to bring it across for the win. And second place looks like it's going to be Fehrenbacher, but then Crump and Kirschenbauer. But Jeremy Gardner taking the overall win tonight. And another dominating performance. No surprise there. See Gardner in victory lane again for the third time this year in only 5 races. Jeremy Gardner putting it again in victory lane. Much deserved. Making his way back to the front several times as he's going to burn it down right here. Final results are Jeremy Gardner bringing it home in first place. George Fehrenbacher ends up in second after a great showing all night. Wesley Crump ends up in the third podium position after a first lap wreck, ending up a lap down, making his way back up into third. Awesome night for him, bringing it on the podium positions. Clay Kirschenbauer ends up in fourth with a great performance by him all night. Dean Doucette brings up in fifth. Bernard Person ends up in sixth. William Mann Jr. is seventh. Eighth goes to Joe Gregory. Jason Spears ninth. Kevin Roy ends up with a top 10. Sean Freeman up in 11th. Blaine Driggers in 12th. 13th is Brian Helm. 14th, Dustin Coggin. Kyle Hardy ends up in 15th after that last lap incident heading down into the grass after the flag was already out. Colin Bester ends up in 16th with Randy Brashears in 17th with late race contact. Hunter Youngblood in 18th. 19th is Darren Bruce. Fred Lester ends up in 20th. James Rochuk 21st. Zach Holloway 22nd. Brian Beach ends up in 23rd after a late race in contact as well. Joshua Stott 24th. Jimmy Emos is in 25th. 26th is Chris Spencer. Alan Duggar is in 27th. 28th is Jeff Gilmore. 29th goes to Richard Swavely after having unfortunate contact multiple times, taking him out of the race. And bringing up the rear of the field is Jacob Folds. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with your top 3 finishers. All right, welcome back to Gateway. We've got our top three finishers with us right now. Let's start off with Wesley Crump bringing it home in third place. Wesley, amazing race out of you with that lap one cluster that happened there, ending up a lap down and bringing it back P3. Tell us how in the world you did that.
Just was able to do it. Kind of disappointed with the whole race overall in general, and even having to rerun it and everything. Kind of only thing I got to say, it just seems like we might be catering to getting a certain driver to win every race every week. So that's all I got to say about this. Thank you.
All right, well, nevertheless, bringing it back from a lap down up into the third position spot is a great finish in my eyes, Wesley. I understand the frustration, but
We
still a
won
podium.
last week.
Yeah, I
That's all. We
understand.
won last week, but is what it is.
All right, well,
See you
bringing it
next
home.
time.
All right, have a good night, Wesley. All right, and obviously and understandably upset Wesley Crump, as we mentioned earlier at the beginning of the broadcast. We're redoing this race because setups were there was an issue with them last week, or excuse me, 2 weeks ago. Wesley had won the original race. Unfortunately, redoing this took that win from him. So understand it with the frustration, but the league owners have made the decisions, weighed out everything, and they have the final say. But nevertheless, still going a lap down, bringing it into third. Seems pretty good finish in my eyes. So we've got our second place finisher, George Fehrenbacher, now bringing it home in second place. George, that was a great race from you. Look, seemed like you kind of just held around top five-ish, just very quietly, quite honestly, and right where you need to be at the end. Tell us about your race.
Yeah, it was a pretty decent race. That first lap, I went from 14th all the way up to 7th, and they kind of set the luck for the race, I guess. Had a couple good opportunities to choose pretty well, and that was honestly one of the bigger differences in a track like this. It's so hard to pass. You got to keep your momentum going and be very selective with your lines depending on the people around you and such.
Well, you did a great job, as I said, keeping it kind of quiet out there, being where you needed to be. It was great to watch it, and congratulations on that top two. Who do you want to thank?
I appreciate it. I want to thank you guys for broadcasting and the league admins and everybody. Appreciate you guys. Want to say thanks to Team 5 Motorsports as well as Dingus Motorsports. So thank you all. Appreciate it.
All right, thanks, George. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And now we've got our winner, Jeremy Gardner, putting it in victory lane once again. Jeremy, this is the third time I've spoken to you this year, and we've only had 5 races. What are you? Are you eating your Wheaties for breakfast? What's going on?
Oh no, I'm too fat to be eating Wheaties.
Well, tell us how your night went and how you made it happen.
I just try to stay consistent. It's really a track that's all about consistency and hitting your breaking point. Trying to save your tires. Bernard gave me a hell of a run at the beginning. I guess he burned his right front up or something, and then I just went right by. And then after that one caution, 13 cars stayed out, and I got a little worried that I was going to get some kind of chaos, but somehow I made my way through it and survived. But I started getting worried at the end. I know we had I think 2 or 3 cars on freshies behind us, but cautions kept flying, so I was a little sent at those last couple of laps. So just tried to hold on.
Keeping it up front, even after losing some spots on pit road or taking pits when other teams didn't, still putting it right back up front in a hurry. Unbelievable performance as you from you as usual. So congratulations on that one. Who would you like to thank, Jeremy?
Just thank the league for putting on a good show. I mean, tonight was a little chaotic, but I'm sure it'll be cleaned up next week. I'm sure it didn't help. We were a week off, and Gateway's not a very fun track. It's easy to overdrive the corners, so just shout out to them guys. They run this pretty good, so I think we'll have fun next week.
All right. Well, congratulations on yet another win, Jeremy.
Appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate the broadcast.
All right. Well, that's gonna do it for us at 15 Studios. We'd like to thank you for joining us. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the IAA Xfinity action. We'll be back next Monday at 8:45 Eastern right here on the YouTube 15 Studios YouTube channel. So again, we'd like to thank you for joining us, and we'll see you at the next track.